Hey everyone, welcome back at the YouTube channel Botany for All. This video is continuous version of the previous video, that is the important questions part 1. So these all questions that we discussed in this video are also the part of our previous video. So let's just discuss them in detail. So we were talking about the 46th question, that is the endoosmosis occurs in which type of the solution. So endoosmosis is the movement in inert movement of the water inside the plant cells. So water will enter inside a cell when there is a less concentration of water inside the cell as compared to the outer side. Okay, so that solution is called hypotonic solution, in which the concentration of water is more outside as compared to the inner side of the cell. Suppose this is a cell, so the water concentration is more on outside and less on inside. That's why water will move from its higher concentration to the lower concentration as the law of osmosis. So solution is called hypotonic solution. The next question is just opposite. The plasmolysis occurs in hypertonic solution. Okay, hypertonic solution क्या होते हैं? जब water concentration बाहर कम है, cell के अंदर ज़्यादा है. So the water of the cell will move outside according to the law of osmosis, because water always move from their higher concentration to lower concentration. So as the water will leave the cell, okay, the shape of the protoplasm will get reduced because all of the turgidity was maintained by the water itself. Whenever the cell losing water, okay, the protoplast content will shrink. Cell wall remain at its own position. सेल वॉल जहाँ पे पहले थी वैसे ही रहेगी. सो जनरली लोग बोलते हैं द सेल श्रिंक्स. सेल नेवर श्रिंक्स इन द प्लाज्मोलाइसिस, द प्रोटोप्लास्ट श्रिंक्स. ओके, द रीजन अदर देन द सेल वॉल गेट श्रिंक. So all of the contents, the endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, Golgi bodies, they all get shrinked inside a small packet. Plasmolyzed cells can be recovered within 3 to 4 hours after the plasmolysis if we again give the water to plasmolyzed cell. Means if we again place that cell in the hypotonic solution where the water concentration is more outside, so the water will automatically keep moving inside and the cell will again become normal or turgid. So the phenomena is also called deplasmolysis. Okay, let's just talk about the 48th question. Guttation is the result of active root absorption. Okay, or we can directly say the root pressure. जब भी वाटर का एब्जॉर्प्शन एक्टिवली होता है, मीन्स बाय द एक्सपेंडिचर ऑफ एनर्जी थ्रू दी रूट सेल्स. जब रूट सेल्स अपनी एनर्जी खर्च करते हैं टू गेन दी वाटर फ्रॉम दी सॉइल, देन दे जनरेट्स अ प्रेशर दैट इज कॉल्ड रूट प्रेशर. So as a result of active absorption, root pressure is generated, and as a result of root pressure, the guttation occurs. So answer will be root pressure for the 8th question. 49th question, the stomata opens when the turgor pressure is high in the guard cells. So answer will be high. Whenever the guard cells are turgid, they become wider and the stoma open. Most of the water absorption in the plants is passive. 95% of the water get absorbed passively. Only 5% of the water get absorbed actively. Okay. Mass flow theory was given by Munch. Munch was a scientist. Munch mass flow theory, that is also said. So in 1930, Munch gives a theory that is called mass flow. This mass flow theory explains the movement of food in the higher plants. So food move inside the phloem, and in the phloem a hydrostatic pressure is created. So the water is move along with the water. The food is move along with the water. That is called mass flow. In the girdling experiment, the root die first or shoot die first. So what is girdling experiment? In the girdling experiment, a cut is given on the plant up to the phloem level. Suppose this was the phloem. So a cut is be given up to phloem level. So there is a break in the phloem. If there will be a break, so what will happen? Xylem में कोई भी break नहीं है. The water will get absorbing and reaching up to the leaves. Whenever the water will reach up to the leaves, and the leaves are getting carbon dioxide from the environment, so leaves are preparing food. That food is not reaching to the roots because there is a break in the phloem. स्टेम के फ्लोएम में ब्रेक आ गया तो वो फूड जो लीव्स में बना है रूट तक नहीं पहुंचेगा. सो रूट विल डाई फर्स्ट बिकॉज शूट्स आर मैच्योर, दे आर प्रिपेयरिंग फूड बिकॉज दे आर गेटिंग इनफ अमाउंट ऑफ द वाटर सिंस xylem is not damaged. So the root will die first. It's a very important question, the 52. In what cases the leaves become sink? Sink means where the food is required. Although the leaves are source, they prepare the food by the process of photosynthesis and transfer that food to the other places of plants. But in case like when the seed germinates, okay, when the seed germinates, the leaves are premature, they cannot undergo the photosynthesis. That time they get food from the seeds, the stored food that is in the endosperms. So they get food from the endosperm. That time the leaves become sink. That's why the transport of phloem is bidirectional. Okay, not always from leaves to the roots, but can be from the lower parts to the leaves, like in case of the seeds.